We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Dolphins at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 22, Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown Dolphins! Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Hey, officer, what?
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Running again with Barkley on second down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. On 1st and 10, it's Dolphins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 14. The Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
First throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, man, that That was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught on the slant. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Sanders will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an eye formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense is going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now it's Jackson.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And that is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Hey, Alpha, tonight.
Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On the counter now, it's Sanders down to about the 32.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And Badgley missed it. Off to the left. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8.
Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson now. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Jackson. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown, Bills. J.K. Dobbins, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
They just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills have taken a 4th quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Dolphins 14.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley off tackle left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Saquon Barkley, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Dolphins 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Buffalo, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.